A trip along the Oregon Trail. Ben and Sarah are taking a vacation on the Oregon Trail. They are very excited but do not know what to bring. They decide to ask their teacher, Mrs. Hanson. Mrs. Hanson tells Ben and Sarah everything they need to bring. She wants them to have an experience like travelers from the 1800s had that actually traveled on the Oregon Trail. She tells them they will travel in a wagon. They need to have supplies like enough food, utensils to cook the food in, animals for the wagon, and supplies to keep them warm. It is the night before the trip, and now that Ben and Sarah know what they need to bring, they are so excited they can barely sleep. After a sleepless night, Ben and Sarah are all packed and ready to start their journey along the Oregon Trail. Their first stop is Alcove Springs in Blue Rapids, Kansas. Ben and Sarah cannot believe their eyes when they see the spring. "Wow," said Sarah, "I didn't know there were actual waterfalls on the Oregon Trail." "Yeah, me either," said Ben, "and Mrs. Hanson told us the travelers actually took water from the spring." "Look over there. You can actually see pioneer carvings from the travelers on the Oregon Trail. Wow, I can't wait to see what we'll find on the rest of our trip." The next stop on the journey is Fort Bridger in Fort Bridger, Wyoming. "This isn't as cool as Alcove Spring," said Ben, feeling disappointed. "Well, it may not be as pretty, but it is just as important," said Sarah reassuringly. Sarah began to explain to Ben. Fort Bridger was used as a trading post, so travelers could trade and buy what they needed along the way. It was later used in the Pony Express, so it is very important. "Okay," said Ben, "I guess I didn't realize how important forts were. We should get moving so we can see our last stop." "What's this?" asked Sarah. "This is Whitman's Mission in Walla Walla, Washington. The Whitmans were missionaries who gave care and supplies to travelers passing through along the trail." "Wow, they were really nice people," said Sarah. "Now that we've seen most of the Oregon Trail, I think it's time we better head back home." After 3 stops and 2,000 miles along the Oregon Trail, Ben and Sarah were exhausted. Although they were tired, they were excited to share everything they learned with their parents, but first it was time to catch up on sleep.